when I was poor, I remember this impactful night just because I just like, we were sleeping behind the moose lodge in this grass field. I can still smell it. That's why I got a little bit just like distracted because I could smell that smell. Right. I don't know what plants they were now, this many years later, 50 years later, or whatever it is. But I remember looking up, I can still see these houses on this hill. And I thought to myself, I had this victim mentality just for a minute. And I thought, what are those people? Why do those people get that? And I'm here. And I got mad, right? And I acted out in a lot of ways as a kid. And all of those negative ways got me what? More negativity, right? If I got in trouble with the police, more trouble with the police. If I did, broke something, broke more things. It wasn't until I realized that the only person that was going to change my life was me. There wasn't somebody coming to save me. There wasn't somebody coming to, a rich uncle that I was going to inherit money from. There wasn't anybody that was going to take me by the hand and show me how to open the door. I had to break the door down, right? And so do you. I don't care if you're 10 years old or 100 years old. If this is what we need to do, we got to break that door, right? And so I did it all the wrong way. I made every mistake that you could make. Got into Wall Street, married my pregnant girlfriend, got divorced 4 years later at 26 years old, was a single dad. Didn't do that very well. I mean, how could I? I had no example of how to be a positive father. But guess what? Kept on trying, kept on making progress. And on my wealth, money came faster than I expected. But wealth didn't, because I really didn't know what to do with it. And I didn't know how to have impact on other people with it. So I just kept on accumulating assets under management. My paycheck went up and up and up and up and up. And my clients, they were happy. I was taking them to breakfast, lunch, dinner, golfing. That was not good for the waistline. Okay. So, and then I realized when I met Nelson Nash and I said, wow, wait a minute, this guy's giving me a different way of looking at this, controlling the banking function. And if I could teach people how to control the banking function, which Nelson taught me, then I could teach them how to go buy assets, and I could teach them how to go buy businesses, and I could teach them to have this huge impact on people, right? And they would have employees and tenants, and all of these positive things would just grow and grow and grow. And who knows, just like Justin being motivated by one picture, maybe a tenant is motivated by one act of kindness, one improvement on the property, a business owner just having that job and wanting more and more and more and wanting a path, wanting to be an owner, wanting equity, whatever it is, those visions. Now, all of a sudden, I just helped plant that seed in those businesses, and it just exploded because it was in alignment with the science of getting rich, which is a formula. And I recommend that everybody read this book. And I always say this is just remember it was written in 1910. So when you start looking at it and you think, well, this doesn't make sense in today's world, and this, vernacular is wrong, and that's the noise that I'm talking about.